Well, June is Elder Awareness Abuse Month, and we're going to be finding out more about abuse that happens in our area and things that they're doing to help out seniors. Joining us today, Jacob Larger. He is the Adult Protective Services Unit with Job and Family Services. So thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be here today. Thank you.
Unfortunately, we do need to be aware about elder abuse, and it can happen in so many different levels, right?
Correct. Yeah. So June is World Elder Abuse Awareness Month, and that's celebrated, of course, throughout the world. But we've got ourselves a nice proclamation back here from the Allen County Commissioners designating that and recognizing that abuse, neglect, and exploitation of our elder community is a real thing, and we need to be aware of it and all of the services that are available to help address it.
Mm-hmm. What are some of the things that you guys do in the Protective Services Unit?
Yeah, so statewide, Adult Protective Services is charged with the investigation and evaluation of anything that comes into our agency that might look like it could be suspected abuse, neglect, or exploitation. And so we at Allen County decided not to recreate the wheel. So when we undertook kind of a reformation of this process back in 2018, we decided to go with kind of a hub and spoke approach. You know, there's a lot of great community agencies out there that do a great job assisting elders, whether that's law enforcement, whether that's, Area Agency on Aging, Council on Aging, some of the great other community agencies that are out there. And so we try to do a little bit more of a referral process. So that way we're not trying to do things that other people in this space might already be doing. So it's a great way to augment our services and be able to provide just that much more level of service for our folks.
Right, exactly. And something new you guys have established too, right?
Yeah. So, Adult Protective Services has been around for quite a while, but the state sort of sets a minimum threshold as to what we should and shouldn't be doing, letting in the referral and evaluation process. We treat that as a minimum standard. We're going to go above and beyond with every single referral that we do get. We're going to put eyes and ears on it, making sure that even if it doesn't seem like it's something that rises to the level of abuse, neglect, or exploitation, we're still going to do a quick evaluation on that and make sure that if there's any other services that somebody might need, that we're going to be there for them.
All right. And so, what could some of those other services be? Because sometimes it is difficult maybe for seniors to stay at home and get things done.
Mm-hmm. So we traditionally try to do a sort of a wraparound evaluation approach. And so whether that's making sure that they do have a safe living place, so getting them plugged in with local law enforcement if there's any sort of issues with that, or also in-home care tends to be one of the biggest things that we try to help folks with. So there's multiple vendors that can assist in that space. We being a public assistance agency as well, if somebody can qualify for one of our programs, we're going to try and make sure that they get some of those services paid through that way as well. So a lot of the in-home care tends to be one of our bigger services that we do refer out.
What are some of the typical services that you find you guys are helping out with?
Yeah, it's really just the average things that people do in their day. So whether that's somebody dropping off groceries or maybe having somebody help with, just some general cleanup around the house. It's just activities of daily living that we want to, have folks be able to do, because I think there's some dignity in being able to live your life the way that you want to. And that's I think is the biggest point we try to drive home with our seniors is that if you choose to stay in your home, we want to get you the services that are available to you to enjoy that life. But if you decide that maybe that's a little bit too much, we can definitely plug you into an assisted living situation as well.
Mm-hmm. So would it be the first step then to contact you for these kind of things, or should you reach out to senior services or something like that?
Yeah, individuals are strongly encouraged to give us a call if they've got any questions, comments, as far as things that are of I would call a non-emergent nature. But yeah, if there's something going wrong in somebody's life, particularly in the abuse versus neglect side of the house or anything like that, we want to make sure that those are getting addressed immediately through law enforcement. So I would say if there's anything that's more of a, hey, this person could use a hand up, give us a call. But if there's more of a safety concern, start with the law enforcement areas, and they work hand in hand with us to make sure we're along with them every step of the way.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, thanks very much for shedding light on what are some of the things you guys are doing and helping out seniors in our community.
Absolutely. I appreciate the time.
All right. Don't go away. New Edition continues in a moment.
When it's hot, all you want is some relief.